Hello, welcome back to this channel or welcome to this channel. My name is Jackie and I'm obsessed with planners and journals. Today I have something quite exciting to share with you, and you already know because it's on the title, but it is a Zara stationery haul. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. Okay, that was the shortest intro I have ever done, so I'm really proud of myself. Here in Europe, we have Zara, the store that sells the clothes, and we also have Zara Home, which sells kind of home items and those types of stuff. And Zara Home here has a stationery and painting collection, and that's where I got this from. We are going to start with the washi tape, then we are going to move on to the traveler's notebook cover, and we are going to end with the 2021 planner or diary as they call. So I will leave some timestamps down in the comment section if you want to just jump around. So I got 3 of these washi tapes and they came in a pack. I was really surprised when I saw these because they are super cute. I really love the style of these washi tapes and I'm already using them, so I'm really glad I got them. So the first one is just like a chest pattern and I really enjoy this. I love everything with for me this is like screams Christmas, and I love everything that has a chest pattern so much, so I'm really excited about using this one. Then we have one with the Christmas trees, and this is all Christmassy because it is like green and red and it has the little Christmas trees and it's also very cute. Finally, we have one with the gingerbread man and the candy cane. I think that's how it's called, and I think this one is my favorite and probably the one I'm going to use the most because I just think it's so cute and I'm already using it in all of my planners. Next, we have this leather notebook cover, that's how it's called, and it is kind of the size of a regular traveler's notebook cover. It was 19.99 euros, and in the website we don't get a lot of information. It only says it is a leather cover, so I find that a little bit sketchy, but it looks like leather. It's just, I don't know, I would really like to know where it came from, but this was a gift, everything, so that's why I'm not complaining. But I don't really have a lot of information to give, so I was even debating if I should do this video or not. Anyhow, it is just a piece of leather. It is very, very soft, as you can see. In the inside, it has these 2 very tiny pockets, but I think you can fit a notebook, and you have 3 strings in the inside, so you can fit 3 notebooks without having to combine them together. Here I have my brown Traveler's Company cover, so you can compare. It is pretty much the same size, but the Zara one is a little bit shorter, as you can see here, but I think it's basically the same. The difference is really, really tiny. So I think it will be perfect to use with a traveler's notebook. It wouldn't feel like a video of my channel if it doesn't showcase a Hobonichi. So here is my Hobonichi Weeks that you haven't seen yet, but you will very soon. And I just want to say that the cover is larger than the Hobonichi Weeks. I think it's the same if you want to use a Hobonichi Weeks on a Traveler's Company cover as well. So the Hobonichi Weeks is way smaller, so it doesn't feel really nice to have it here, but you can make it work, especially if you have a cover on cover as I have it here. And if you add other notebooks, I think it will be better, like if you want to carry your Hobonichi Weeks with other things. But you can see that there is a lot of space, like extra space, a lot of extra space on all the sides, as you can see here. But I think you could make it work. However, I'm not going to use it with my Hobonichi Weeks, and I will share my setup really soon from my Hobonichi Weeks. I will be using this for my December daily insert, as you can see here. And this is just a regular Traveler's Company insert. This is with the craft paper. And I think it will be perfect for this. And I will of course add some more inserts because I feel like the elastics are a little bit loose if you just put one notebook, but I will make it work and I will try to use it that way. So this will hold my Christmas or December daily planner and the Christmas notebook as well, that I will leave here just in case I need some extra notes pages to write down Christmas menu and things like that. So this will be perfect for Christmas, and since it was a gift, I think it's even more special to use during Christmas time. So that's it for the cover. Now we are going to move on to the planner, which is the most exciting part, I think so, of this haul. And can I call it a haul if it was a gift? I'm not sure. I hope I can. I'm not sure. Let me know. Anyhow, I'm really excited about this because I had no idea they had something like this, and it is a fun diary. I have already seen it, and it's so minimal, and it has a very clean layout and kind of vintage. So the price is 17.99 euros. So the only thing I could find on the website is that it is 100% recycled paper, so that's pretty nice, and it is a soft cover with a bookmark. So the cover is this kind of essay notebook style, which I really love. It has even like those lines right here to write down your name and your information. And it has this, I think this is a fabric on the spine, which gives it a character that I really love. The back is quite plain. It only has the logo of Zara Home right here, and there is no closure. So it's just like a book, and it is quite heavy because you have the full year right here, and it is a daily planner, so it is a diary, so it's really robust. The dimensions are 16.9 per 22.9 centimeters, so it is quite bigger. It is bigger than an A5. And of course I have a Hobonichi to compare the size with you. So this is a Hobonichi cousin, and this is the Zara diary, so you can see it's way bigger. Okay, so let me show you a brief flip through of the inside, and then we can do a pen test, and I will talk a little bit also about how I'm going to use this diary. So when you open it, it's quite plain. It only has like this little squared or rectangular space that you can use for whatever you want. Maybe the title of the diary, I don't know. But then you have your personal info, and the thing I love most about this, it is this typewriting font, and I really love this so much. For me, it's a style I really enjoy. You can already see the shadowing of the other pages, so I don't think this is a very good quality paper, or at least not with a high GSM, so I don't think it will hold watercolors or things like that, but we will find out. Then you go directly into the monthly views, and it starts actually in January, and you do have 2 months per spread, so 1 month per page, and that's okay for me because the page is actually so big that I think you would be able to fit a lot of things right here, and it will go up until December of 2021, so no extra months. At the bottom, we also have some space for notes. Next, you have a kind of future log of all the months, and you have 6 months per spreads. And here you just have all the days of the month with the days of the week, which is nice. I think this would be really nice as a future log or as a birthday tracker. And you have 2 spreads that goes also from January to December. After that, you get some notes pages right here. So you just get 4 of ruled paper and then 1 plain paper here at the end, and it goes directly into the 1st of January. It is a daily planner, but the weekends are shared, so maybe that's a deal breaker. I know that is the case for a lot of people, but I don't actually mind. I think it's okay. And you also have the monthly calendar here at the top. You don't get any dividers between the months, so when January ends, it starts February right away. And it will be like that for the rest of the year. And you don't get any notes pages at the back. It just ends with a plain paper right here, and that's the end of the book. So the notes pages are in the beginning of the diary. That's it for the overview. It's very simple, very neutral, I think, and even minimalistic, and I really enjoy it. And I will be using this as a fictional planner or diary. I want to every single day write down things that did not happen. I just want to get creative. I miss creative writing so much, so I just want to do that. Maybe start a tale or a short story or something, or maybe I could just create a day that did not happen on each of the pages. I'm not sure, but it will be kind of a liar planner. I think that's how I'm going to call it, and I'm really excited to do something like that. I think it will be really fun, and it will keep me creative throughout the whole year. Now let's do the pen test, and I guess it will have to be right here at the beginning, and that makes me a little bit nervous because when it's at the back at the very end of the book, I'm okay with that, but we are just going with it anyhow. Here are the pens we are going to test out. I have a couple of them, so I will fast forward to these, and then we are just coming back to see the results. So this is the result, and I need to say that I'm quite surprised with the paper because I think it holds pretty well, more than I was expecting, if that makes sense. And I was expecting the paper to start giving up, but it held pretty well. And of course, it wrinkled a little bit. That's common even with watercolor paper, with some qualities of watercolor paper. But I think I would even be able to use watercolors in this diary if I want to. So let's see if there is any ghosting or bleeding. And yes, there is quite a few. Okay, so as you can see, the watercolor was, I think, the biggest surprise for me because it's super fine and I think I will be able to use it. And I even tried some wet on wet and tried blending two colors, and it did okay. I'm quite excited about that. The gel pens were fine. We did had a little bit of bleeding with some of the fine liners and the Stadler fine liner. It bleeds a little bit, as you can see here. The micron pens and the Muji gel pens are okay. The Tombow pens were okay as well. There is of course a lot of ghosting, but they are okay. The calligraphy pen did not work very well when I had to write down where I had already written down, if that makes sense. As you can see here that I made a mistake and I had to write it all over on top of what I have done it before. That, of course, we have some bleeding. Then here, the Pilot Cavalier also had a little bit of bleeding. So I don't think this will be a very nice pen to use with all the fountain pens. Maybe an extra fine fountain pen, an extra fine nib will be okay, but not the regular, like the medium size or even the fine fountain pen. The Tombows did okay, the mild liners as well, and with the watercolor, the Echo lines, we had a lot of bleeding with the blue one when I wrote. But I think it's just because I put way too much pressure, and then it was a lot wetter than the other ones, because even here where I did the test of coloring, it was okay, but just the high, when it just gave a lot of ink and it was really wet, that was not okay, and it bled. It was the thing that we have the most of bleeding. But I think for the price and for being it recycled paper, I think it did quite well, especially with the watercolors. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.